The Cold War of AI has begun. GPT-5 is here, it's smarter, remembers more, and makes fewer mistakes. OpenAI, backed by Microsoft, says it's their biggest upgrade yet. Think of it as loading a brand new warhead into the silo. Meanwhile, Elon Musk's Grok 4 is already on the launch pad. Google, Anthropic, and other companies are circling above, waiting for one of them to slip so they can jump in. Why does this matter? Because this isn't just new app, new features. These tech giants want to become the main way of thinking and working. If they win, they control the tools that you use to email, search, schedule, and more. They don't just want to be a tool you open, they want to be everywhere. All of them are saying the same thing: faster, smarter, more reliable. But under the shiny marketing, this is really a fight for power. Each side is racing to be the first to be the next big thing. This isn't a normal product launch. It's a standoff between tech superpowers, trying to outspend and outsmart each other while the rest of us are stuck in the middle. And if history is any clue, it'll end the way these things always do. Lots of close calls, plenty of posturing, and a winner no one expected. Let's step back and look at the last Cold War. It might help explain the one that's happening right now in AI, because once you see the pattern, it's hard to unsee it. Remember the original Cold War? I don't. I was a kid. But from what I understand, it was decades of tension, trillions in spending, and everyone stockpiling weapons they are too scared to use. Kind of like two guys outside of a nightclub acting like they want to fight, but they're really just pacing in circles and shouting, "Come at me, bro." Then it all sort of fizzled out. Here's how the Cold War worked, if you don't remember. The US and the Soviet Union built more and more nukes, fought proxy wars in other people's backyards, tried to outdo each other in the space race, and kept this unspoken agreement: if one pushes the button, everyone loses. That was the game. It was super tense. Like I said, I was a kid, so I don't really remember the tension, but apparently people were building bunkers under their homes in the United States, and everyone was scared that the world was going to end for a while there. So it was kind of a big deal. Now, swap out nukes for large language models. The United States, in this version, is OpenAI and Microsoft. No, Microsoft doesn't OpenAI. They just poured billions into it. They run its models on their servers and probably have their Netflix password. Then you've got Russia, which is Elon and his Grok project. Loud, unpredictable, maybe brilliant, but about to blow a gasket. Depends on the day. And then there's the rest of the world. Google, Anthropic, Meta. They show up for the group photos, nod politely, and hope the other two wear themselves out. Same playbook as the arms race. I love this analogy. The Cold War is happening right now in AI. The arms buildup is GPT-5 versus Grok 4 and basically all the other AIs, each promising biggest leap forward yet every 6 months. By now, we know that's bullshit. GPT-5 is a level up, but it's not the amazing thing that Sam Altman and OpenAI were promising it would be. They made it sound like it was going to revolutionize everything, how we work, and it was the next great leap into overall AI dominance. Not exactly. I've been using it, and after I prompt like 4, 5, 6 times, it starts to forget what I told it to do like 7, 8 prompts ago. It's so annoying. Now, in the Cold War, proxy wars were when like the US and Russia didn't really want to fight with each other because they both had nukes. So they would have like little fights with little countries nearby. And the proxy wars in AI, there's smaller AI companies like Mistral, Cohere, or Perplexity, taking VC money to chip away at the big players. The space race, the race to the moon, well, that's live stream product launches. Think OpenAI's Dev Day or Google I/O, packed with flashy demos and celebrity endorsements. And the mutually assured destruction of pressing that big red button to send the nukes. Well, if either side, GPT or Grok, actually shipped a system tomorrow that could run a country, the governments would yank the plug before lunch. If you've read the history, you can already see how this ends. A few close calls that make headlines, decades of hype, and one side eventually claims victory because the other bankrupted itself building the AI equivalent of a moon base that nobody actually needs. So here's where I net out. The superpowers can keep flexing. I'm interested in what we can do with this week's upgrades, practical near-term stuff, so we can run more of our work with fewer clicks and keep the taste, direction, and judgment human. See, for me, when it comes to AI, I started out skeptical. When AI first got big, I didn't buy the hype. I still kind of don't. People were calling it the next internet, but it took 10 minutes to write an email I could have typed in 2. It just felt like fun toy, not serious tool. Now I use it. I use it when it makes sense. I'm not jumping on every new AI app just because someone says I'll be left behind. I know what AI is good at, and I know what it's bad at. And unless I take a 2-year nap, I'm going to be just fine. What excites me is the next stage, when AI can run my computer, finish tasks without me watching, and live in my system as one brain. That's exciting. Then I can go back to my roots. I've been a photographer, illustrator, web designer, product designer, and video editor, and so many things. The only reason I had to choose one at any given time was because mastering each skill took years. But soon, I won't have to choose. I can be the creative director with a full AI team doing the hands-on work, editing the videos, building websites, designing campaigns, while I focus on ideas, taste, and the vision. We're not there yet, but I can see where it's going. The big players, you know what, they can just keep battling for control. I'll be in my creative shelter building my own empire so that when the fight is over, my doors are already open for business.